There is a girl in a small town in China whose eyes reflect countless dreams. She is extremely talented, but her increasing weight becomes her biggest challenge. She constantly faces insults and an inferiority complex. People mock and insult her, turning her everyday life into a struggle. Frustrated by her circumstances, there comes a time when she starts contemplating ending her life. But fate has different plans for her. Suddenly, a moment arrives that gives her a new reason to live. Her confidence grows to a level no one could have imagined. This story teaches us to never give up. If you are going through tough times, this story can be an inspiration for you. This story is based on the 2024 Chinese movie Yellow. The movie begins at China's famous Jiangxing Boxing Club, where a historic match is about to take place. The story suddenly shifts, and we get a glimpse into the life of Lina, a 32-year-old unemployed woman. Lina becomes the target of jokes everywhere because of her weight. Frustrated by society's taunts, she has even given up the idea of finding a job. Lina's daily routine now revolves around eating and sleeping. She lives with her mother and her sister Dan. Dan is divorced and has a young daughter. Everyone in the house is upset with Lina's behavior. Dan and her mother worried that if this continues, Lina will become a significant burden on them. One day, their cousin Donna visits. Donna is a journalist, and her company has recently launched a TV show that interviews unemployed people and helps them find jobs. Lina's mother requests Donna to help Lina, and Donna agrees, trying to prepare Lina for an interview. After much persuasion, Lina reluctantly agrees to the interview. During the interview, her mother speaks on her behalf, exaggerating their financial situation as Donna suggested, to elicit sympathy from the audience and make the show successful. However, Lina dislikes the approach and walks out in the middle of the interview. After returning home, tensions rise. Dan angrily confronts Lina, chastising her for her unemployment and weight. These harsh words deeply wound Lina, pushing her to the brink. She decides to leave home. Seeking solace, Lina calls her boyfriend and best friend, Lily, hoping they will provide her some comfort. However, Lina is unaware that her boyfriend and Lily have been secretly seeing each other. At the restaurant meeting, her boyfriend tries to reveal the truth, but Lily attempts to leave. Lina stops her, and the truth comes out. Her boyfriend and best friend have betrayed her. Heartbroken, Lina quietly leaves. Despite their apologies, she ignores them and spends the night wandering the city alone before returning home. The next morning, Dan offers Lina chicken wings. At first, it seems like a gesture to reconcile, but Dan's intentions are selfish. She wants Lina to transfer their grandfather's house to her name so she can enroll her daughter in a better school. Dan discusses this plan with their mother, and they try to persuade Lina. Lina agrees to transfer the house but questions some truths about Dan's past, leading to an argument. The argument escalates and Dan, losing her temper, strikes Lina. Hurt by this incident, Lina decides to leave home. Refusing financial help from her mother, she moves into a cheap rental room to start afresh. To make ends meet, Lina starts working as a waitress in a restaurant. Though the owner is unpleasant, she takes the job out of necessity and tries to prove herself every day. One day, the owner asks her to fetch cigarettes from his car. While doing so, she accidentally turns on the car's headlights. A passerby named Juan notices and angrily reprimands her. Lina apologizes, explaining that she doesn't know how to drive. Juan jokes with her briefly before walking away, leaving behind his boxing gloves. The next morning, Lina visits the gym to return the gloves. There, she meets Juan again. Grateful for the return of his gloves, Juan asks if she is interested in boxing. When Lina answers yes, the gym receptionist immediately starts explaining the gym's memberships and offers. However, this was all part of the gym's marketing strategy. Juan, a skilled coach, wasn't particularly interested in persuading people to join the gym. Gradually, the friendship between Lena and Juan began to deepen. With Juan's encouragement, Lena decided to learn boxing. For the first time in her life, she resolved to do something different and challenging. Lena began her boxing training. This wasn't just a new experience for her but also became a catalyst for change in her life. As days passed, the bond between Lena and Juan grew stronger. Juan started teaching Lena the basics of boxing. She threw herself completely into the training. Every day became a testament to her hard work and discipline. Over time, she grew stronger both physically and mentally. One day, the gym organized a boxing match between the coaches. This match was significant because the winner would not only receive a large cash prize but also earn a golden opportunity to participate in the championship. For Juan, this match was the most important opportunity for his career. Despite his best efforts, Juan lost to another coach, Taifu. This defeat devastated him. He watched his dreams crumble and, consumed by despair, started drinking heavily. Lina tried to console him, but in his drunken state, Juan poured out his pain. He revealed that Taifu was only interested in money, whereas his own dream had always been to win the championship. Seeing Juan's condition, Lina felt deeply saddened. The next day, Juan refused to go to the gym. Troubled by his state, Lina made a bold decision. She went to meet Taifu and offered him 2 months of her advanced salary, requesting him to withdraw from the championship. Taifu, greedy for money, readily agreed. That evening, Juan received the news that Taifu had dropped out, giving him the opportunity to compete in the championship. Hearing this, Juan was overjoyed. He had no idea that Lena had orchestrated everything for him. Watching Juan's happiness, a smile spread across Lena's face. She knew she had done the right thing. After this, Juan worked tirelessly to prepare for the championship, with Lena supporting him every step of the way. She managed his diet and assisted with every aspect of his training, big or small. The day before the championship, Juan's rival's father visited him. He offered Juan a significant amount of money to deliberately lose the match. Lena overheard the conversation. She immediately confronted Juan, urging him to reject the offer. However, Juan admitted he was in desperate need of money. He explained that even if he won the match, he wouldn't earn as much money in his lifetime, especially after retirement. Lena tried her best to convince him, reminding him that this match was his chance to fulfill his dream. But Juan became angry and lashed out, questioning who she was to tell him what to do. Lena's heart broke at Juan's words. She realized that to him she was just someone to pass the time with. The day of the match arrived. Juan had decided to play well for the first 2 rounds and lose in the third. However, in the very first round, his opponent delivered a powerful punch that left him unconscious in the ring. This defeat shattered Juan completely. Meanwhile, Lena was already heartbroken. That same day at the restaurant, her drunken boss started harassing her. Angrily, Lena punched the owner, sending him straight to the hospital. The police arrived and Lena was arrested. Fortunately, her cousin Donna came to bail her out. On their way home, Donna and Lena talked about their struggles. Hearing Donna's story of perseverance, Lena realized that she too needed to take charge of her life. Donna encouraged Lena to participate in her TV show. At first, Lena doubted herself, but Donna reassured her that she would be there to support her. The next day, Lena gathered her courage and stepped onto the stage of the show. Donna had planned everything in advance. She placed an earpiece in Lena's ear so she could be guided from the control room. When the show started, the host asked Lena many questions. Nervous, Lena answered based on the instructions she received from the control room. However, during the show, an edited video was played, representing an argument between Lena and her mother. The video portrayed Lena in a bad light, and the audience became furious, hurling insults at her. Lena was deeply hurt by the entire scene. She tried to explain herself, but no one listened. Overwhelmed by the audience anger and the humiliation, she fainted on stage. After returning home, Lena locked herself in her room and cried loudly. She felt like there was nothing good left in her life and was completely shattered. Meanwhile, a poster came flying into her room. The poster read, "Have you ever won, even once in your life? If not, what would you like to win?" This sentence awakened something within Lina. She made a promise to herself to change her life. She decided she would rise above every challenge and create a new identity for herself. Lina resolved to make boxing her entire world. She knew it wouldn't be easy, but she was determined to transform her life completely. She joined a boxing gym and devoted herself entirely to training. The gym coach and members were surprised to see her age and weight. Many doubted whether she could handle the rigorous training, but Lina defeated everyone's expectations. She worked hard every day, treating each day as a new challenge. She focused all her energy on boxing and improving her fitness. Gradually, through relentless effort and self-belief, Lina began transforming her body. In just a few months, she lost 50 kilograms. She was no longer the overweight, insecure girl she once was. She had become a strong, self-reliant person. Seeing Lina's success, her father was overjoyed. He told her that her mother's health was deteriorating and that Dan was struggling to manage the shop and household responsibilities. Lina decided to return home and help Dan with the shop. While taking care of household duties, Lina continued her boxing practice. During this time, a player from her team who was supposed to compete in the championship got injured. As a result, Lina was chosen to take their place. This would be Lina's first professional match, and it was a championship bout against a highly experienced player. Despite her lack of experience, Lina was determined not to let the opportunity slip away. The day before the championship, while Lina was working at the shop, Juan came to the gym. He was shocked to see Lina and immediately tried to leave, but Lina stopped him. The two sat down to talk. Juan revealed that he was now working at a construction site. Hearing this saddened Lina, as she knew this work was far removed from Juan's dreams. Lina told him about her participation in the championship and invited him to watch the match. Juan felt deeply embarrassed for betraying her in the past but couldn't gather the courage to apologize. Finally, the day of the championship arrived. Lina was filled with confidence and enthusiasm. Before stepping into the ring, she looked at her reflection in the mirror. The timid, overweight Lina she once was had completely transformed. In the ring, she faced a 10-time championship winner. The match began and her opponent quickly dominated. Lina endured hit after hit, failing multiple times. But no matter how many times she fell, Lina kept getting back up and fighting. The audience and her coach urged her to give up, but Lina refused to listen. In the final round, Lina summoned all her remaining strength. She delivered a powerful punch but collapsed herself. The match ended and Lina lost. However, this loss felt like a victory to her. She had proven that with hard work and determination and any obstacle could be overcome. Even her coach was astonished by her performance. This match sent a powerful message to everyone who had ever mocked her. She demonstrated that true victory lies in self-respect and perseverance. After the match, as Lina was leaving the stadium, she ran into Juan. Juan said, "You just kept winning and winning." Smiling, Lina replied, "I have already won." Juan tried to invite her to dinner, but Lina declined. She had decided her journey was leading her to a new destination. The story ends with the scenes of Lina continuing her boxing practice, delivering the message that with confidence and hard work, any struggle can be turned into victory. So friends, how did you like this movie? Do tell us in the comments box, and search for movie explanation. Please subscribe to Movie Recap English. See you in the next movie. Till then, bye bye, take care.